Episode of the MD Investor channel, the channel where we're talking about everything personal finance, setting goals, achieving goals, getting out of debt, passive income, active income. We're talking about taking personal responsibility for our finances by educating ourselves, teaching our children, so we could finally break the cycle of generational poverty. New video today, guys. We're going to continue into the dividend that we're getting in the M1 portfolio that we started in November of 2019. We have done the dividend from November, December of 2019, January, and now today's episode is going to talk about a dividend in February 2020. That's an insight into what I'm doing. Before we get into the video, guys, don't forget to let other people know who you think may benefit, friends and family. We're just absolutely, we're in an unprecedented time where passive income is definitely at the utmost importance. A lot of people are realizing how true that is and how precarious the situation you're in if you completely depend on your job for 100% of your finance. So let's get into it, guys. This is my M1 portfolio. Again, like I said, this is the dividend from February 2020. In the beginning of the month, February 3rd, we got paid by AT&T, ticker symbol T. What can you say about AT&T? It's been around forever, right? A big telecommunication giant, one of the big one, along with Verizon. They're paying a quarterly basis. They do pay in February, and they pay May, August, and November. And you see, I got paid $81.93. AT&T paid about 52 cents per share, and they're one of the highest dividend yielders out there, anywhere between like 5, 6, 7%, depending on the share price. When I bought them, I think they were trading at about maybe like in the 30s, like $32 a share or so. And I had about 160 shares, and I transferred that over from another brokerage account that I had. I had an account, I still do, with TD Ameritrade, and I transferred about 160 shares over to the M1. So that's where you get my $81.93. So a big payday for me from AT&T, $81.93. I'm definitely trying to continue to add to that position. The next payday we got was 2 days later, on February 5th. We got paid by Cracker Barrel. Cracker Barrel Old Country Store, ticker symbol CBRL. They're in the restaurant space. You see them all the time driving down the highways, especially going down south. They're all over, mainly the south. Not as much in the northeast. They have kind of, food, not really fast food, but food, almost like comfort food, I would say. Comfort food, pancakes, and they got breakfast. I think they serve all type of meals. They are paying about, I think, $1.30, $1.25 per share. So I had about half a share. I paid 65 cents. I have since dropped them because obviously with everything going on, with the orders to basically, stay at home, obviously, their business are not doing great. And they have suspended their dividend. So in general, when a company suspends their dividend, I usually cut them from the portfolio, especially from this portfolio, because this portfolio is the one that I'm just trying to get dividends on. There are some exceptions, but they paid me 65 cents on February 5th. My next payday was February 13th. Apple, ticker symbol AAPL. Everybody knows about Apple, right? I'm shooting this video on a MacBook Air, which is a Apple product. Everybody got iPhones and iPads and all these things. So, Apple is basically a giant in the space, one of the most, one of the most highly valued companies out there. They're paying 77 cents per share, and I got paid 91 cents, so I had a little over a share. Apple's trading pretty highly valued now, probably over $300. So they have gone up. They have since raised their dividend from 77 cents to 82 cents. They raised it by about, I think, 6%, 6.5% in May. So definitely trying to increase my position in Apple. I would love for the price to go down, but so far it had not. My next payday was on February 14th. I got paid 15. Actually, we got paid twice. You see here, Tanger Factory Outlet SKT ticker symbol, and then again it's up here Tanger Factory Outlet, $4.97 and 15 cents. So about $5.12 combined. The reason why it's broken up, I think, is because I had two accounts. I had a individual account and then I had a joint account with my wife. I closed the individual account. So sometimes you close it, but you still may be eligible for the upcoming dividends. I think that's what it is. So I'll just do it together, combined. $5.12. Tanger Factory Outlets, ticker symbol SKE. It's a mall REIT. So sometimes you go out to the mall, especially like outside strip malls, they own about 40 of those malls, mainly in the East Coast, maybe up and down the East Coast, more high-end type of malls, I would say. And again, with everything going on, stay-at-home orders, people not going out because of the virus, they've also suspended their dividends. So I got $5.12. They've seen their share price just plummet in about half. They used to be traded at about $13 a share. Now they're about $6 a share. So about half. So their valuation got cut in about half. I have also since dropped them from this portfolio because, like I said, no dividends. I don't need you because I'm strictly here for cash flow. The next payment we got was on the same day, February 14th. Got paid by AbbVie. AbbVie, ticker symbol ABBV, is a company in the pharmaceutical space. It's a spinoff from Abbott Labs. They paid me 81 cents. Also one of the higher dividend yields out there. They're probably yielding about 5%. AbbVie is a great company. They've also raised their dividends from $1.07 to $1.18, for about a 10% raise in 2020. So I hold in the healthcare space Johnson & Johnson, and I also hold AbbVie. So that was on February 14th. Okay, I think we got a total of about 9 checks in February. So we got paid AT&T, that's 1, Cracker Barrel is 2, 3, Apple, and then Tanger Factory Outlet is 4, AbbVie 5, the 5th checks. The 6th check was also on the same day, February 14th. We got paid by Realty Income, ticker symbol O, and they're also the same reason why there's 2 checks, because, like I said, the individual account that I closed and then the joint account that I now have. They paid 47 cents and 25 cents combined. That's about 72 cents. Again, you know about Realty Income is a REIT, along with Tanger Factory Outlet, that's also a REIT, and Realty Income, the monthly dividend payer. So again, they paid me on February 14th, and it's great to have that monthly payer in there. You see, so most of these other companies are paying quarterly, but then you have it's good to have that company that paid every single month. Okay, so they paid me about 72 cents. Okay, let's move on. We're going to skip this one because we already covered it. February 20th, we got paid by Caterpillar. Caterpillar, ticker symbol CAT. They are in the industrial space. You see their trucks and their road builders are everywhere. The big, bright yellow, it's hard to miss them. So whenever there's any construction, whenever there's any type of road building, any type of big, heavy equipment is required, Caterpillar is there. They pay a dividend of $1.03 per share. They're yielding about 3.4%. I got paid about 59 cents. So I must have had about half a share. Um, I have to definitely keep an eye on the position because there are several companies that have suspended their dividend because of everything that's going on. So you want to keep an eye on who's suspending their dividend. That's why you want to invest in strong companies, companies that are able to withstand. Okay, so companies that are able to withstand. The company with a strong competitive advantage, strong balance sheets, companies that have room. Okay, they're not paying out all of their earnings in dividend. They are paying out only a portion, so they have room in case things happen. Um, the eighth payment we got was on February 21st from Starbucks. Ticker symbol SBUX. Everyone knows about Starbucks, right? You go there for your coffee, your expensive coffee. You go there for your snacks and stuff. They're paying about 41 cents per share, and they paid me a total of $2.52. Um, they have been aggressively increasing their dividends over the last couple of years, and I'm definitely trying to increase my position in Starbucks. I see nothing but growth potential. They're expanding all over the world, especially in China, and they, in addition to being a great dividend company, they are, the growth is definitely there. So I absolutely want to increase my position. And the last check, the ninth check, was on February 28th. LTC, long-term care. We already spoke about that. Um, they're into the space. It's a REIT, also into the space of long-term care, so senior housing and assisted living, that type of thing. They paid me $1.31. If you remember in the first video in November, they paid me 12 cents. So you see, my position had been increased. They pay about 19 cents a share. So total dividends in February 2020 from all these nine great companies was $94.56. $94.56. That's a big jump because the last, I think in January, I got paid $5.13. So almost $100 in cash flow in dividends. Of course, a lot of it came from the AT&T that I transferred over from my TD Ameritrade, but still, it showed you that if you continue and you keep adding to your position, good things will happen. So total in dividends for February 2020 was $94.56. We're almost closing on that goal of $100 per month in dividend. Um, Guys, I want you to continue to stay motivated, continue to be positive, continue to command your money to grow, and I will see you on the next one.